identify them as Hindus. And let me bring in Dr. Ranganathan. Dr. Ranganathan, do you think there is a pattern here? When we saw the statement coming from the Congress party, they very clearly said that persecution of minorities, again, a refusal to specify the name of the community or the communities that were targeted. Is there a pattern here?
No, Madhav, I think we are beyond identifying patterns here. Look, this is not about Miss Mehbooba Mufti or the other Islamist apologists, and we've seen and heard her utterances when the Article 370 issue came up, and her rabid anti-India comments, anti-Hindu comments. It's not about them. It's not even about Mamata Di, who's actually said something that I, without any sarcasm, and I am with Nagda on this, I support her. Yes, she's not mentioned Hindu, but it's not about her at all. It is about the central government and the Modi government. What are they doing? Right now, they are doing zero visibly. Zero. It's been 4 months. If they cared about the Hindus of Bangladesh, have they even set up one detention or relief camp this side of the Bangladesh border? There are tens of thousands of persecuted Hindus running away from certain death. They are in chest-high waters of Teesta, infested with alligators and snakes, pleading the BSF to be let in. They are being returned to certain death. And what do? We are just saying, outraging on Twitter, don't do this, don't do this. We are pleading to Islamists. The onus of the Islamists is not to save the Hindus. It is our onus. What have we done? So I'm not bothered about what Mufti says or Didi says or whatever they're right or wrong. What are we doing? What is Modi doing?
RP Singh, questions for you coming not from the opposition as much, but much more vehemently from Anand Ranganathan. Please respond to him.
Well, he has the right to ask the question as a citizen also, and as a panelist who comes every day and speak on the nationalist issue and strongly defends the Hindu and the Indian cause. But fact is that Indian government has been ongoingly taking up the issue with the Bangladesh government, and also has been trying to rake up this issue at the international forums also now. But concern is that what is happening there, we should understand that, and then what's happening in our country and how equivalence is being built up in our country vis-a-vis what's happening there with, by people like Mufti or others, for that example. When they say Omar Khalid and Chinmay Krishna Das are same. I mean, he meant that way. That Chinmay Krishna Das has been held up in Bangladesh, so is Omar Khalid here. So this is the problem. But fact is that Indian government is whatever in the diplomatic way it can do is doing. But I have a question to ask from a friend who was speaking in favor. I don't know whether he's from TMC or not, but he was supporting Mamata Banerjee. Can he ask Mamata Banerjee to kindly support CA? If people from Bangladesh want to come here, the Hindus from Bangladesh want to come here, will they allow us to get them here and then get them citizenship under the
you still have not specified RPC on what the government is doing, but that's a question for Arkanak. Since you asked a pointed question, I'm going to give Arkanak a chance to respond. Arkanak, very quickly. Will Mamata Banerjee allow CA, because the same logic was applied, and this is a law that opposition parties, including the TMC, have opposed in Parliament?
Right. I would like to make it a very prominent point. The point is that there is a problem of minority persecution in a neighboring country. And that the solution cannot be inviting other country people in our country. Refugees will only create problems in our country.
What are you saying?
Irrespective of religion.
Mamata Banerjee says we can rehabilitate Indians. Arkanak, you don't agree with Mamata Banerjee?
No.
She says we can rehabilitate Indians. Have you seen a statement today? We will give one roti to them. There is no shortage of food grains. What are you saying?
Indians. Mamata Banerjee says we can rehabilitate Indians. Rehabilitating Indians.
So how many Indians are there in Bangladesh? Please tell me.
No, that is the central government and the government in Bangladesh which has to find out. What are you saying? We are not
Arkanak, you know, you are defying all logic today. Normally, you are a fairly reasonable man, but this is this is beyond. This is
in Bangladesh are Indians. Madhav, is this the point that all Hindus in Bangladesh or all Muslims?
That's the question we are asking you. You tell us. You tell us.
No.
What does she mean by saying that we will allow all Indians in there?
Somebody is not an Indian. The person concerned has to be a refugee. And India is not in a position, most importantly,
okay, many hands going up.
Is not in a position financially for
many hands going up. Many hands going up.